this is going to be one of the bigger storms we've had for quite some time. Significant amounts of snow, sleet, and of course ice. That is freezing rain that could accumulate on trees, branches, power lines, and that could just be a mess. It only takes about 1/4 of an inch of ice on trees and power lines, especially when they start to sway, when we get a breeze, to start seeing power outages. And we think that is on the table, unfortunately, as we move into late Sunday night and Monday. No doubt winter storm on the way. We have a severe alert that has been issued for Sunday night and Monday across all of the viewing area. And this goes for the snow, sleet, freezing rain, and even good old-fashioned rain. You know, the farther the rain works into southern portions of Kentucky, the better off those areas will be down near the Cumberland Parkway. I mean, there could be initial bouts of snow and ice in our far southern reaches there Sunday, but by Sunday night, as temperatures warm, hopefully that'll all be washed away. But in the metro and points off to the north, it looks like we're going to see quite a bit of snow, sleet, and freezing rain, resulting in some pretty tough travel. And as I mentioned, maybe even some power outages. There's the winter storm watch, the entire viewing area, really much of Kentucky and a good chunk of Indiana, all for this storm system spinning way up here in the Pacific Northwest. Notice it's still a long ways away, so the exact track could still alter some, and if it alters some, that will have implications on the precipitation types and amounts. So just know the forecast we're putting out right now is with the data we have right now. It could still change a little bit, but this still looks to be a major winter storm for much of the area. Here is Sunday morning on your Futurecast, 6 a.m. Waking up cloudy, but the snow zone quickly overspreads the better part of the viewing area, and for several hours late Sunday morning through midday and afternoon, about mid-afternoon Sunday, and we could pick up several inches of snow in that zone, in that area alone, in that time period alone, I should say. As we move into late afternoon and Sunday evening, notice the purple zone. That's the sleet, that's the freezing rain that really starts to expand, moving into southern Indiana, the metro, a good chunk of Kentucky, and then that yellow, that's good old-fashioned rain, downstate Kentucky. That will help with the situation way down south. All right, as we move through the overnight period Sunday night into Monday, colder air wraps back into the system, so anything that is ice or sleet or even rain will change back over to snow. And several hours of snow, a possibility again on Monday as this storm is departing. We could pick up more accumulation. Let's first talk about the ice zone. From about I-64 and points south, that's where the highest potential now exists for significant icing, and we're talking 1/4 of an inch to possibly as much as 3/4 of an inch. Heaviest of the ice right now anyway looks to be south of the metro. I still think we could see some icing here in town as well, but as those breezes pick up, certainly chances for some power outages late Sunday night on into Monday. As far as the snow and the sleet, from about I-64, the metro, Jefferson County, and points off to the north, pretty substantial amount. I think here in town, about 5 to 6 inches of snow and sleet. More as you work off to the north. You could be nearing 1 foot in our far northern communities. South of the metro in this blue zone, including E-Town, Bardstown, Springfield, 2 to 5 inches of snow and sleet, and then lighter amounts the farther south you go. Guys, it's going to be a mess. I think the roads will become quite treacherous as we move through Sunday night. That trend will continue into Monday. Things really won't improve on the roadways until Monday night and Tuesday of next week. And then we have to deal with the extreme cold. We'll talk more about that on the 7-day.